Alright, if you're watching this video, it's because you were having some trouble on finding the light years from Earth to Wolf 359 using parallax. Before we get going, let's just talk real quick about what parallax is and how we use it. So if this is a picture of our sun in the middle, I'm going to draw red, and let's say our Earth is in position 1 right here, and this blue star is Wolf 359. The parallax angle is the angle that we get right here when we have a 90-degree angle between the Earth, the Sun, and Wolf 359. And so this angle right here actually tells us a lot about the distance. If you can imagine Wolf actually being up here, how that would change this angle down here. And so this angle tells us about the distance. And in your data booklet, in the astrophysics section, they actually give you a calculation to where you can take arc seconds and put it right into parsecs. And parsecs is a distance, so that's putting us in the right direction to get to light years. And so let me get rid of this drawing here. So we want to use that equation, and the equation that you get is d, which is the distance in parsecs. And it even says that in the data booklet. It looks like this in parsecs. It is equal to 1 over the parallax angle, and the parallax angle is in arc seconds. And the data booklet's actually nice. It gives you these parentheses here, which tell you the units, which is more than they usually do. Usually they kind of expect you to use units that cancel nicely, but this is nice that they do that. So on here, it's as simple. If we want to get d, we just need to take 1. Let's take a look here. We need to take 1 over the arc seconds, which they say in our problem is 0.419, and you might be thinking, well, that's a really small angle. The smaller the angle, think about what that does to our fraction. If you have a small number down here, anytime you divide something by a small number, that gives you a big number. So the smaller that angle is, the bigger our distance will be. So if it's a small number, that means it's a big distance. If it's a big angle, it should be a small distance. So the distance in parsec is going to be 1 over 0.419. Let me get my calculator out. 1 divided by 0.419. Sorry, I don't have that one memorized. That's now it gets more room. So the distance is equal to 2.38 and 4. Oh, sorry, 2.38 parsecs. Awesome. So now we just got it to parsecs, and it wants it in light years. So light years and parsecs are both distances. So all I have to do now is do some unit conversion, and in the data booklet, they're nice, and they give you the relationship between parsecs and light years. Let me get to that real quick. There we go. And so I'm going to write it as a proportion, because that's or a ratio. That's how I like to do these. And so 1 parsec, C, is equal to 3.26 light years. Okay, and so that's the relationship we're going to need to use this whole time for this calculation. And let's move this over. So I'm just going to take our number, and I'm going to rewrite it. 2.38 parsecs, and I'm just going to rewrite it over 1 because I do my unit calculation a little bit different than you guys probably do. What I like to do is dimensional analysis. So I need to figure out what I need to multiply this by to get the units to turn into light years, and so parsecs have to cancel out. And so that's kind of how I let my what I do for my math is decided by how to cancel those units to get light years at the end. And so if I'm using this relationship over here, I need the parsecs on the bottom. So what I need to do is then flip this relationship to get parsecs on the bottom, light years on the top. So I'm just going to move this over rather than try to do anything fancy with my smartboard. I'm just going to rewrite it. Let's see, make it so it's not too confusing. I'm just going to flip it, and so I'm going to say 3.26 light years over 1 parsec. So I just flipped what I had. Now you can notice my units nicely canceled. The parsecs canceled the parsecs. I'm left with light years. And so now all I need to do is punch that into my handy dandy calculator, and let's see what that is. So I have there we go, times 2.38 times 3.26 should give you 7.76 when I round light years. And that is, I believe, what they were asking for in this problem. Let's go back up and check. Stay with me. Shrink it down to fit. Make sure I answered the question. This question is about determining some properties. Let's see. Calculate the distance in light years from Earth. There we go. Got it. Okay, so that should be the answer. I hope that was helpful. If not, come talk to me, email me. I'd love to help you out.